And so we were getting really, really mad, and we were talking to each other. We're like, okay, the left likes to show up with their P-word hats and, their vagina costumes. We're going to show up as dignified ladies, and we're mad enough to hold signs and heels. So we are just going to show up in front of the hearing at the Dirksen office building in Washington, D.C. We're going to come dressed to the nines, and there are other women's groups doing this too. Concerned Women for America are holding a real rally before that with speakers before the hearing. I think this just goes to show that the fact that the left always likes to use the voice for women as though they are talking for all women, when in fact they are talking for, in this particular case, about 25% of women find Dr. Ford's allegations credible. So they're not actually speaking for the majority of women, but they pretend they do, and we want to make sure that people see that that's not the case.
This is open to the public. We can invite our viewers who are in the D.C. area to participate in this. You have a Facebook event that gives the details. I'm going to post it on my social media right after the show. You can look on my Twitter. You can look on my Facebook page. Inez, I assume that you'll be posting it there as well. You can look at Inez's Twitter, her Facebook page. It's a cool thing. I think you guys are going to have a great time. I encourage our viewers to attend if you're in the area, to show that not all women want to, quote, believe all women without any due process. We want to listen to women, not believe all women, because that's a very dangerous precedent. The very last thing that I want to ask you, Inez, and I've asked a couple of other people in the show today, there are a few Republican senators who are still holdouts. We have Murkowski, we have Collins, we even have Flake and Corker, who may be no votes. They may sink the nomination of Judge Brett Kavanaugh, if they so choose here, in the vote. I find that to be extremely frustrating, because all four of these people are supposed to be Republicans. They're supposed to stand for due process. They're supposed to stand for the presumption of innocence until proven guilty. What would you say to these senators if you had one moment on the floor of the United States Senate?
Think about what you're doing and the standard that you're setting for public life going forward. You're putting up the standard that completely uncorroborated or allegations from decades ago can bring down anyone, no matter how clean and long and respectable their record is. You are weaponizing Me Too. Look, conservative women and liberal women cheered when we brought down real predators like Harvey Weinstein. You are politically weaponizing this movement that used to unite women against men who are really behaving in atrocious ways. You are politically weaponizing it and damaging the movement going forward. You are making it harder for sex assault victims to actually come out and tell their stories, because you are watering down what it means by taking this completely low standard where there's no presumption of innocence, basically no way to defend yourself in the court of public opinion. Please think about what you are doing, both for men, decent men in public life going forward, and for victims of sexual assault going forward. Please do not sacrifice them on the altar of politics.